It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Columbus Signature Academy New Tech Virtual Graduation Ceremony. Let me acknowledge that while we would all prefer to gather in person, the unprecedented events of this spring require us to celebrate with one another virtually, and celebrate we will. We are here to acknowledge the accomplishments of the members of the class of 2020. Seniors, in the last 4 years, you've completed hundreds of projects and delivered as many presentations. You've made contact with countless community members. You've learned to navigate diverse personalities as you've honed your collaboration skills. In addition to academic content standards, PBL required you to master school-wide learning outcomes. You're now equipped with the 21st century skills necessary for your journey into the adult world. You are proficient in oral and written communication, and you've developed a strong work ethic and a sense of civic responsibility. You've learned to solve real-world problems in a collaborative and technology-rich environment. I am proud to announce that this group of seniors completed over 5,700 hours of community service. They earned 966 college credits and qualified for over $900,000 of scholarship money. Over a third earned an academic honors, technical honors, or New Tech seal on their diploma. Members of the class of 2020, we are proud of who you've become. All of you have demonstrated great perseverance, especially throughout the final quarter of your senior year. This diploma represents your determination, your work ethic, your drive to succeed. You've crossed the finish line, and you represented yourselves, your family, and your school with pride. And I congratulate all of you for your great accomplishments, and I look forward to learning of your future successes. It is my pleasure to introduce Olivia Keller to share her thoughts with the senior class.
Class of 2020. I know that these last few months have been hard on all of us. It wasn't fair to us that the best part of our senior year was taken away from us. We miss our friends and the memories we should have been making in our last few weeks at CSA. I, for one, miss seeing the facils, doing homework on paper rather than online, and having a steady routine to fall back on. I never thought I would say this, but I miss being at school. At CSA, we are a very small community and in some ways even a family. I always felt I could be myself at CSA, even in my more not so dignified moments. During our 4 years, the days seemed to drag on endlessly. Then we blink and we're here, graduating. We have all missed a lot of things in the last few months, but we still get to graduate. We still get to gather together in the best way we can. We all get the chance to say, I made it through quarantine and I graduated. This is your chance to celebrate the last 13 years of schooling you've been through. Your chance to start a new chapter, whether that be college or starting a career. I know that this isn't the traditional way to graduate, but then again, when has our class ever been traditional? I truly believe our class is the generation that will change the world. So let today be the start of that change. Our graduation marks the day that we're setting off into the world on our own for the first time. Starting today, we're all going to make a difference, whether that be as nurses' aides, teachers, doctors, engineers, electricians, or cosmetologists. I wish all of you the best this world can offer. I know we will all accomplish great things. So here's to us, CSA's class of 2020.
I would like to introduce CSA facilitator Joe Steele to share his thoughts.
Hello, seniors, fellow staff, family, and friends. Thank you for not gathering today, yet scattering as we come together via the internet to celebrate the class of 2020 at Columbus Signature Academy, New Tech High School. And even though I'm doing these comments via video miles away from you, it's my absolute honor to be tasked with delivering the faculty's comments to you guys. I know you have missed so many of the rites of passage that other classes have enjoyed, and I cannot apologize enough. We miss you desperately, and we've as you can tell, we've tried to do what we can. But just know, no one in 100 years has experienced what you are experiencing, and no one will ever forget the class of 2020. Obviously not me. I've known you guys since 7th grade. You are a like family. In 7th grade, your group did the project for my wife's best friend before she passed away. Her dying wish was to be able to go on a family vacation before cancer took her, and you guys did that. Sophomore year, you've left a legacy at our building with the Little Free Library, and there's one at Foundation for Youth that'll be here for years. Your senior projects were wonderful in the face of a quarantine. Many of you crossed the finish line where students from North and East did not, and it's a testament to you guys. I'm sorry again that it's happened like this, but you are an amazing group going through it. I promise you, as a staff, we take very seriously the task of preparing you for today. I don't know if you realize each summer we have a retreat, and at that retreat, we start by defining a CSA graduate. We usually give them a name and draw them. It could be Carlos Santiago Alvarez or Carrie Sarah Anderson, but it's this image of you, of each of you, and with Post-it notes, we all put all of the characteristics and skills and hobbies and personality traits that we want you to have as a graduate. And then we set out to create our plans and our projects, advisory agendas to facilitate creating this graduate about to walk out of our doors. And this is way beyond what is required to do, but it's vital to who we are. CSA is a revolutionary pathway to education. We are not just assessing you on standards. We are creating people. We want you to be able to be successful, to navigate friendships, to be gainfully employed and have the skills to problem solve when life throws you any pitch, whether it's a lob or a curveball. And looking over your names in the program, so many of you have those skills, and it is so joyous to know that our hard work and our plans do come to fruition with you guys. So thank you so much for being a great class over the years. I have truly loved every moment, and I can speak for the whole faculty in saying that we are going to truly miss this group. Before I end, with life upended so much and in such a short time, and everything seemed unknown, and we can do this and you cannot do that, It reminded me of Edgar Albert Guest's poem, It Couldn't Be Done. And as an English teacher, I'm giving you one more assignment. Listen to this recitation of this poem, and these are kind of our parting words, or my parting words. So this is It Couldn't Be Done by Edward Albert Guest. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever done it." But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesize your failure. There are thousands to point out to you, one by one, the dangers that will assail you. But just buckle in with a little bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. So with those words, congratulations, graduates. Go do what they say can't be done. We love you very much. The world is now yours. High school is over and your adventure begins. So once again, congratulations, class of 2020. Fare thee well. Come back anytime to give or take advice or just catch up. We are family. We're CSA. I love you guys. Again, congrats 2020. I will see you soon.
CSA senior Avery Larson would like to share a farewell message with his class.
Well, guys, we did it. Our high school experience has been a long ride, to say the least. We've experienced everything from building cardboard boats and a chemistry rap song, all the way to writing encouraging things on our own superhero capes. Although some of our days here at CSA were rough, whether we knew it or not, we just got through the best days of our life. I can speak for myself and my friends by saying that when we came into CSA as freshmen, we felt like we were on top of the world. Someone probably should have put us in our place, to be honest. We all started the school because we wanted to. No one told us we had to go here or go there, and that is why I believe that the school is so special. All of us wanted to be here. Although that might have changed within the first week of school when my dad assigned us the personal narrative, essay, and GSP, but that's just how it goes. I know that we all learned a lot during our time here at CSA. We learned that winter and late spring is CRA season. Remember how happy we were to see Mr. Reed get pelted with water balloons at the end of the year, and how to cope with Mr. Steele roasting us on a daily basis. More importantly, though, we learned skills that most kids our age couldn't even comprehend. Public speaking, communication, work ethic, inclusivity, and collaboration are all things that we have become masterful at and will lead us down great paths in our lives. Learning how to push through stressful and uncomfortable situations at CSA is a fact of life. Poetry out loud when you don't know how to express the words of the poem, or Shark Tank products that were designed based off laughs with your friends. Having these attributes in our toolbox will be a huge advantage in college and the workforce. All I have to do is think back to my experiences here. I know that there were rough times where we didn't see the point of doing what we were doing, but looking back now, I see how doing a million impromptu speeches, random group pairings, and life hack sessions will benefit us. Everyone at CSA has something special about them, and I take pride in being a part of such an amazing group of people. I always knew that our class was special, whether that meant super smart, athletic, or talented. Cameron Kent and Jaden Diet are two of the most talented artists I've ever met. George and Nathaniel are by far the goofiest and most positive. Jaya and John are the most hilarious. Jackson and Olin are two of the most quiet and fun people to be around. Jacob and I are off to play sports in college while majoring in exercise science and engineering. Jack and William are the most adventurous and curious best friends I could ever ask for. Noah White and Avery Spencer, some of the most competitive. Lily Vole is one of the best singers, and much more talent all the way throughout our class. We all have something unique about us, and I really love that about our group. Obviously, we ended this year on an unprecedented note, staring at computer screens just like I am now. While watching CNN 10 every single day on Econ and Gov, none of us ever thought it would get as bad as it is. Even though we aren't having a true high school graduation experience, we will always be remembered as the class to get through the virus. While at first I was upset by this, I have come to terms with how this is all ending. I know that none of us will ever forget the goofy, wacky, stressful, annoying, and amazing experiences we all had here at CSA. I can confidently say that the class of 2020 has made a lifelong legacy at CSA. We've paved the way for the next generation of CSA students by being amazing role models, students, and peers. Now most of us are going to prestigious and rigorous universities, playing sports, or skipping college and entering the workforce as an extremely talented individual. I am excited to see where everyone ends up. I know the majority of us here all love The Office, so I hope you can recognize and appreciate this amazing quote. As Andy Bernard once said, I wish there was a way to know when you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
At this time, it is with great pride that I introduce our superintendent, Dr. Roberts, the CSA New Tech Class of 2020. Dr. Roberts.
Graduates, family members, friends, staff members, thank you all for joining in to participate in this historic event for our school corporation, the first virtual graduation ceremony for Columbus Signature Academy, New Tech High School. I have participated in enough of these types of ceremonies to know that I am not the main attraction, that all of you watching are much more interested in seeing the names and faces of our graduates. Given that, I will be relatively brief. The late John Lennon, a former member of the legendary band The Beatles, sang, "Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Strange days indeed, strange days indeed." The last quarter of this school year, the culmination of 13 years of formal education for our seniors, has had strange days indeed. By forcing the closure of our schools, the COVID-19 pandemic took away the activities, recognitions, and celebrations that typically round out a school year. The excitement and enjoyment of a typical April and May were replaced with frustration and disappointment as the spring sports seasons, drama performances, concerts, prom, and all other activities were canceled. Unfortunately, the holding of a traditional graduation ceremony also became one of these casualties. Which brings us to now. Regardless of the challenges we all have faced during these past few weeks, now is a time of celebration. It is a time to celebrate the many friendships developed, to celebrate the multitude of memories created, to celebrate important lessons learned, to celebrate perseverance and fortitude demonstrated, to celebrate the end of this stage of a life, while also celebrating the beginning of another. The Imagine Dragons song, "On Top of the World," summarizes this opportunity to celebrate well. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take it with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. Graduates, celebrate with your friends and family members. You have earned it. You're on top of the world. Members of the CSA New Tech Class of 2020, by the power vested in me by the State of Indiana and our Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation Board of Trustees, I hereby certify you as graduates of our school system. Congratulations.
Mr. Giebel will now lead us in the recognizing each member of the New Tech Class of 2020.
Eris L. Adorno Perez. Crystal Edith Aguero. John R. Armstrong. Adam W. Bailing. Carson D. Bishop. Devin Bott. Otto Renee Brauneller. Maxwell Webster Bright. Sarah Elizabeth Mary Burton. Aiden James Cole. Chloe Ruth Cooper. Cassandra Rose Cordova. Ethan A. Davis. Jaden N. Diet. Bryce Keith Eckelman. Shaitea M. Esterly. Jackson M. Fisher. Luke Roberto Friesner. Faith Charlene Garrett. Nicholas Keith Gearies. Rebecca Lynn Gillis. Merrick Avery Goen. Parker Marie Green. Emma Jewel Grieger. Rihanna Danielle Harden. Chloe Danielle Harris. Parker Benjamin Hess. Zachariah John Hyatt. Kalen Michael Charles Humphreys. Caden A. Huntington. Cameron David Jernigan. Edgar Brian Jimenez. Nathaniel Valentine John. Cora Noel Johnson. Olivia Renee Johnson. Peyton Michael Joy. Avery M. Keller. Olivia Grace Keller. Cameron Renee Kent. Victoria Grace Kearns. Adam Michael Kimmett. Joseph O. Kaiser. Stacy Ellen Kramer. Ivan J. Lamb. Jaya Sky Leroy Lambert. Sadie Marie Lanham. Avery Matthew Larson. Audrey Irene Lawson. Jack Andrew Likens. William Thomas Likens. George Logan Lodestein. Samantha Lee Lucas. Montez G. Martinez. Brian David Nix. Haley Nicole Parker. John Aaron Patton. Dominic N. Pinkney. Isaac James Andrew Reed Pavanka. Charlie Rivera Sanchez. Lisbeth Salas. Isabel Lucy Sanchez. Malik Harun Sanders. Phoebe Elizabeth Schaefer Parks. Jacob Walker Shaver. Emily Noel Silvers. Sydney Autumn Sluice. Avery Ross Spencer. Trevor Allen Stewart. Lillian Ray Tempest. Easton Voles. Lily Claire Voles. Noah Kyle White. Deanna Marie Williams. Abigail F. Whittekind. Wesley Wirtz. Luis Arturo Yanez Cisneros.
Avery Larson will now lead us in the ceremonial turning of the tassel.
It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving a high school diploma, the cap tassel is shifted from right to the left side of the cap. This signifies to all the completion of the degree. Graduates, please move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I present to you the 2020 graduating class of CSA New Tech High School.
You guys rock! We're so proud!
All of you, yay! Class of 2020, yes!